Marcus chin-adjusted his Patek Philippe watch and glanced around the upscale cafe, wondering if this was all an elaborate prank. His assistant had set up the date, something about a friend of a friend, and he'd agreed mostly out of boredom. The women he usually met either wanted his money or his connections. At least this would be different. She walked in exactly on time, and Marcus found himself straightening up. She was beautiful in an understated way. Dark hair pulled back, minimal makeup, wearing a simple blue dress that probably cost less than his tie. She scanned the room, spotted him, and smiled. A real smile, not the calculated ones he was used to. "Marcus?" she asked, her voice slightly different from what he expected. She pulled out her phone and showed him a note. Asterisk, "I'm Emma. I'm deaf. I can read lips pretty well, but just so you know, asterisk." "Oh," Marcus had caught off guard. He'd been briefed on many things about this date, but not this. He felt a flash of irritation at his assistant for not mentioning it. Then he caught himself. Was he really that shallow? Emma sat down and immediately started laughing, covering her mouth. She typed on her phone and showed him, asterisk, "Your face. You looked so panicked." "Don't worry, I don't bite." Asterisk. Marcus felt heat rise to his cheeks. When was the last time anyone had made him uncomfortable? I wasn't expecting. Asterisk, most people aren't. "It's okay." Asterisk, she was already looking at the menu, completely at ease. The waiter came and Marcus ordered. When it was Emma's turn, she pointed the menu and spoke aloud. "The salmon, please, with the salad." Her pronunciation was careful but clear. As the evening progressed, Marcus found himself fascinated. Emma worked as a graphic designer, was passionate about photography, and had traveled to more countries than he had despite his private jet. She communicated through a mix of speaking, lip reading, and typing on her phone when the lighting made reading lips difficult. "So what do you do?" she asked. "I'm in tech. Venture capital, mostly." He deliberately downplayed it, a habit he developed to avoid gold diggers. Asterisk sounds important. "Do you like it?" Asterisk. No one ever asked him that. "Sometimes. It can be isolating." She nodded thoughtfully. Asterisk, "I get that. People often treat me like I'm fragile or incapable. Or, they're so uncomfortable they can barely look at me." Asterisk. "I might have been doing that at first," Marcus admitted. Asterisk, "You were. But you stopped." Asterisk, she grinned. Points for adaptability. They talked for hours, or rather, they communicated. Emma told him about growing up deaf, learning to navigate a hearing world, the beauty she found in silence. Marcus, for the first time in years, talked about the pressure of his wealth, the loneliness of never knowing if people liked him or his bank account. When the check came, Marcus reached for it automatically, but Emma's hand shot out. She shook her head firmly and typed, asterisk, "Split it. I insist." Asterisk. "Emma, really I can..." Asterisk, "I know you can. But I won't be a charity case or someone impressed by your money." "Fair." Asterisk. Marcus found himself smiling genuinely for the first time that night. "Fair." As they walked out, Emma's phone buzzed. She checked it, and her expression changed, amusement mixed with something harder to read. She showed him the screen. It was a group chat. His so-called friends from the country club. Did he actually go through with it? Asterisk, the deaf girl? This is going to be hilarious. Asterisk. $20 says he bails in 15 minutes. He's probably so uncomfortable right now, El Mayo. Marcus felt his blood run cold. He looked up at Emma, whose eyes were steady on his face. "Emma, I had no idea." She held up her hand and typed, asterisk, "Were you part of this? Did you know this was supposed to be a joke?" Asterisk. "No." The word came out more forcefully than he intended. "I swear I didn't know. My assistant set this up. I thought it was just a normal date." Emma studied his face for a long moment. Marcus realized she had an advantage he'd never considered. She'd spent her entire life reading people's faces, their micro-expressions, the truth they try to hide. You couldn't lie to someone who watched that carefully. Finally, she typed, asterisk, "I believe you. Your friend Sarah set this up. She told me some guys from your club bet you wouldn't last 30 minutes on a date with a deaf woman. She thought I'd help teach them, and maybe you, a lesson, asterisk." Sarah, Marcus's mind raced. His college friend, one of the few people he trusted. She was in on this? Asterisk, she was trying to prove a point. About your friends. Maybe about you too. Asterisk, Emma's expression softened. Asterisk, but I don't think you're like them. You were uncomfortable at first, but not cruel, not pitying. Just human. Asterisk. Marcus ran his hand through his hair, anger and embarrassment warring inside him. I'm so sorry. You shouldn't have been used like this. Emma shrugged. Asterisk, I volunteered. Sarah told me what they were like. I wanted to see for myself. Asterisk, she paused, then typed more. Asterisk, also, I kind of hope you might be different. Sarah said you used to be, before all the money changed things. Asterisk. And Emma smiled, this time with warmth that made Marcus's chest tighten. Asterisk, jury's still out. But you bought me dinner. Well, half of it, and you made me laugh. That's more than most first dates. Asterisk. Marcus looked at this extraordinary woman who had just turned his world sideways. Can I take you out again? A real date this time. No bets, no setups. On one condition. Anything. Asterisk, lose the terrible friends. Life's too short for people who treat others like punchlines. Asterisk. Marcus thought about the group chat, the casual cruelty, the emptiness of those relationships. Done. Emma held out her hand. As Marcus shook it, she pulled him closer and spoke aloud, her voice clear and certain. Also, next time, I'm choosing the restaurant. Your taste is too expensive. Marcus laughed, really laughed, for the first time in months. Maybe being the punchline of a joke was exactly what he needed.